In every family, there is a story the world does not see, a quiet wound that grows in silence year after year. This is the story of two sisters, born on the same day, from the same womb, sharing the same face, but never sharing the same love. Aliya and Alima, twins, identical in every way the eyes could see. Yet from the very beginning, their mother's heart chose a side. One daughter was held close, praised, celebrated. The other learned quietly to stand alone, to smile through moments that should have broken her. Nobody knew back then where that silence would lead them. Nobody knew that one day blood would not be enough to hold two sisters together, and that the love a mother withheld would shape everything that came after. This is their story.
Mama, look at this. I have been offered admission to study in London. My daughter, come here, let me look at you properly.
Mama, I passed all my final exams. Every single one.
That's good, that's good. We must celebrate this properly. This is no small achievement. Thank you, Mama.
She always goes quiet like this. Every single time.
It was never one moment. It was every moment. Small enough to deny, heavy enough to remember. Time moved on, and life in its quiet way began to open a new door for Aliya. She met a man, steady, kind, unhurried in his affection. His name was Sammy. He did not shower her with grand promises. He simply showed up, again and again, in the small ways that mattered. For the first time in a long while, Aliya felt seen, not compared, not measured against anyone else, just seen. And so, when he asked for her hand, she said yes, with a heart that was cautiously, quietly hopeful.
Mama, I have found someone. His name is Sammy. He has asked to marry me.
Marry? You barely know this man. What has he shown you that makes you so sure?
Mama, he is patient. He is kind. He has never once given me a reason to doubt him.
Do as you wish, but do not come to me when your eyes are opened.
Her mother's blessing never came, but Aliya had already made up her mind. She would not let one voice decide her whole life. The day finally came. Not everyone stood beside her, but the ones who mattered did. Aliya wore her joy like the gold on her wrist, and for the first time in a long while, she did not have to shrink herself to be seen. Sammy stood beside her, steady as he had always been, not because the moment demanded it, but because that was simply who he was. There was drumming, there was laughter that carried across the compound. There was a kind of happiness that no whispered doubt could take away. Family who came blessed them. Family who stayed away missed something they would never get back. For once, Aliya's heart was full, not because everyone approved of her joy, but because the right person finally did.
Mama, I have met someone. His name is Kelvin. He wants to marry me.
Kelvin? What does this man do? What do his people say about him?
Mama, you worry too much. He is successful. He knows what he wants, and he wants me.
For the first time, the mother who never doubted Alima found herself unable to shake a quiet, nagging fear. Alima's wedding was loud, bright, and unapologetically grand. Everything she had always wanted people to see. She moved through the celebration like she was made for it, soaking in every compliment, every admiring glance, every whispered word of envy. Kelvin stood beside her, charming, confident, the kind of man who filled a room simply by walking into it. He complimented the mother generously. He shook every hand, remembered every name, laughed at every joke, even the ones that weren't funny. To everyone watching, he seemed like exactly the kind of man a mother should be proud to welcome into her family. The drums played. The dancing continued long into the evening, and for that one day, nothing could dim Alima's joy. But charm, as it turns out, is not the same thing as character, and it would take time, more time than anyone expected, for that difference to reveal itself. In her husband's house, Alima wanted for nothing, but comfort, she would soon learn, has a way of quietly changing a person.
I noticed something at the wedding. Your sister barely smiled the whole time. Does she truly want good things for you?
Aliya has always been quiet. That's just who she is.
Have you noticed she never calls to check on you anymore? Strange, for someone who claims to love her sister.
Little by little, the doubts took root, and Alima, without even realizing it, began to see her sister through her husband's eyes, not her own. He had not raised his voice. He had not told a single lie anyone could point to. He had simply planted, and now all he had to do was wait for the harvest. Despite everything, blood has its own quiet pull. And so, after months of distance, the sisters found themselves sitting across from each other again, cautious, but willing to try.
I have been thinking, what if we started something together? A business. Just the two of us, like we always said we would. You know, that's not a bad idea. We always did work well together, before things got complicated.
For a few months, it felt like old times. Together, they built something bigger than either of them expected, a thriving supermarket that carried both their names.
Look at this. We are actually doing well.
Yeah.
Better than I even imagined.
We make a good team, don't we?
But wherever there is something good growing, there is often someone quietly calculating what they can take from it.
This supermarket of yours is doing so well. Who exactly is handling the money? And you or your sister?
We handle it together. Why do you ask?
Running a business is never easy, but Aliya didn't mind the long hours. She believed she was building something that would last, something no one could take from her.
You have not come in properly this whole week. Is everything all right? I have things going on at home. You can manage things for a few days, can't you?
Behind closed doors, Kelvin had begun asking more questions than a husband normally would. Not out of interest in the business, but out of interest in what could be gained from it.
Maybe it's time the business accounts were run more professionally. Let me help you set up something better for your protection.
Calvin thinks we should restructure how the money moves for our own protection. Protection from what, exactly? We've never had a problem before.
Aliya did not like it. Something about the arrangement felt wrong, but she trusted her sister, and against her better judgment she agreed, not realizing how much that single decision would cost her. Weeks after the new accounts were set up, small things began to feel off. Numbers that did not add up. Payments Aliya did not remember approving.
Alima, over 200,000 is missing from the account. Can you explain this to me? I don't manage the books directly anymore. Kelvin's team handles that now, you know this. Kelvin, where is the money that left the business account? I want a clear answer.
Business has its ups and downs. Perhaps you should trust the process instead of causing unnecessary alarm.
When the final accounts were reviewed, the truth was worse than she feared. Nearly everything she had invested, years of savings, years of work, was simply gone.
Alima, please. This is not just money thing. This is everything I worked for. Do you not care at all?
It's just money, Aliya. Stop making this bigger than it is.
She did not get her money back. She did not get an apology. What she got instead was clarity about her sister's husband, and about how alone she truly was in that moment.
I need you to look at me and tell me the truth. Did you know what Kelvin was doing with our money?
Here we go again.
Is this why you came all this way?
I trusted you, Alima. I trusted you with everything I had. Does that mean nothing to you?
You always make everything about you. Maybe it's time you took responsibility for your own choices.
It's just money, Aliya. Stop making this bigger than it is.
There are some doors that once closed teach you more than any conversation ever could. And in that moment, Aliya finally understood. She was on her own now. The family that once gathered for every celebration now found reasons to stay apart. Phone calls grew shorter. Visits stopped altogether. What betrayal could not destroy outright, it slowly wore down instead. Aliya did not chase after anyone. She did not beg to be understood. She simply pulled back. Not out of bitterness, but to protect what little peace she had left. In the quiet hours when no one was watching, Aliya turned to the one place her sister and her sister's husband could not reach, her faith. She did not pray for revenge, she prayed for strength.
I know you've been going through a lot, but I'm here for you if you want to talk. Thank you. I appreciate that. Some days are harder than others, but I am still standing. That has to count for something.
Months passed. Aliya rebuilt slowly. Not the business she lost, but herself. And somewhere in that quiet rebuilding, something in her only grew stronger. A mother often knows her child better than anyone else. And lately, Kelvin's mother had started noticing things about her son that unsettled her, things she could not yet explain.
You seem tired, my dear. Is everything well between you and my son?
Everything is fine, Mama. Marriage just takes adjustments, that's all.
It did not take long for whispers to reach her about the business that collapsed, about the sister who lost everything, about the kind of man her son had quietly become.
Tell me it is not true, Kelvin. Tell me you did not take that woman's sister's money.
Mama, it is not as simple as people are making it sound. Business has risks.
Do not insult me with excuses. I raised you better than this.
There is a particular sorrow in realizing your own child has become someone you no longer recognize. And in that quiet room, Kelvin's mother mourned the son she thought she knew. It had taken losing so much to see clearly. And now, the mother who once withheld her warmth from one daughter could no longer bear the weight of her own silence.
Mama, I was not expecting you. Is everything all right?
I know I have no right to just appear like this. But may I come in? There are things I need to say to you.
I did not see how much I hurt you by choosing not to see you at all.
It hurt, Mama. For a long time, it hurt more than I ever told you. But I am glad you finally see me now.
It was not a perfect ending. Some wounds take longer to fully heal than others, but for the first time in years, Aliya no longer felt invisible in her own mother's eyes. Time has a way of rewarding quiet endurance. Aliya rebuilt, not just her finances, but her sense of self, and in doing so, she caught the attention of people who recognized her worth.
Congratulations, Aliya. The board has approved the partnership. We'll be one of the largest in the company's tree.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This means more to me than you could possibly know.
Word of Aliya's success spread quickly, further than she ever expected. It reached old friends, distant relatives, and eventually, it reached Alima. A part of her wanted to reach out, to call, to congratulate, perhaps even to finally say the words she had never said. But pride is a heavy thing to set down, and Alima, in the end, chose to carry it a little longer. Aliya never got her apology from her sister. She never got her money back either. But she got something perhaps more valuable, the quiet, unshakable knowledge that she had never needed anyone's permission to rise. Not every wound closes with a reunion. Not every betrayal ends in justice. But every quiet act of faith, Every day spent choosing peace over bitterness. That too is its own kind of victory. And Aliya had won. If this story touched you, subscribe to Teaser Real Life Stories for more true stories of love, betrayal, and the strength it takes to survive it.